Uber, Bitcoin, self-driving cars. Combine those three together, and you have the self-owning taxi. A car that is a corporation that owns itself, pays for the car lease, the car insurance, and the gasoline from the revenues it makes, giving passengers a ride, and there's not a single human involved in that matter.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go, but clearly we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we could have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting it more right now with Bloomberg's Sonali Basak. Sonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and when the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
very much a traditionalist. I like staying with the dollar. You know that from when I was there. It's make the dollar the choice. I hate when countries go off the dollar. I would not allow countries to go off the dollar, because when we lose that standard, that will be like losing a revolutionary war. That will be a hit to our country, just like losing a war. And we can't let that happen. And too many countries now are fighting to get off the dollar. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. And 2024 is going to be one of our most entertaining years. We have the presidential election. We have the drums are beating. We have the emerging markets going to be flipping the switch on the fourth industrial revolution. Now, we had the Fed signal rate cuts, but remember, guys, they haven't cut rates yet. So we know the master magicians are about to set up that distraction. So therefore, they can cut rates while we still have inflation. And in the fourth quarter, once the election is over, we know the movie begins. Also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now we have Bitcoin, cryptos, and stocks pulling back. But guys, we know in crypto they need Bitcoin on the fifth for collateral. And I don't see Bitcoin getting a big pump, but I do see altcoins making a big move. Don't forget, guys, we're still going to have pumps and dumps. We do this at the beginning of every single month. And then at the end of the month, these futures contracts end. And like I stated, guys, we're going to be slowly pulling back. And stocks and cryptos, we know this is election year. And Jerome Powell stated when it comes to QT, he was going to slow it down. Not stop it, but definitely slow it down. Why? Because we have rates for longer. Now, don't forget, guys, also in the stock market, earnings reports are going to be coming out, and we know they're manipulated. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, do not forget to pay attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates, which are up. And that's the reason why cryptos and stocks are going to be pulling back, because yield rates are going to make a slow grind up. And then we also have the dollar up. We have volume and crypto right now up. We have Tether and USDC. And we have Tether acquisition of over 8,888 Bitcoin. Moves Tether in the 7th overall largest Bitcoin holder globally. Tether has over 75,000 Bitcoin worth $5.2 billion. But remember that Tether movie is right around the corner. And then, guys, we have the Fed. Repo at $594 billion on Thursday, and we see it going in the wrong direction because we know it's helping manipulate yields. But Jerome Powell stuck to the script. Make sure you watch the recent Jerome Powell video I did. He still states the economy is doing well and inflation is not a big problem. And the Fed is not looking at cutting rates just yet. And the only thing we have to go back to the fourth quarter and see why we didn't dump. We didn't dump in the fourth quarter of last year because Jerome Powell stated they were going to cut rates. And we know that was clearly not true. The bond market reacted, of course, is nothing but algorithms, and we pumped to new highs. But remember, guys, the plan. It's the fourth industrial revolution. They have to destroy this whole economy, and that's not just the United States. We're talking about globally. in order for this digital economy to rise. And we can see it starting in 2024. But once this election is over, fourth quarter of this year and going forward, it's going to seem like you're in a movie because technology is going to be moving so fast. You're going to wonder what happened. Remember, they want the robots, algorithms, and drones to take the economy over, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep to go inside the metaverse. All the technology that they want us to see, of course, they're going to show you. But the technology that they have behind the curtain is going to change everything that we do. When electric vehicles came out, that's all they kept saying. We need charging stations. We need charging stations. Now we're seeing the road is going to automatically charge these cars. Yes, guys, it sounds like a movie, but remember, your life is an illusion, and TV is your reality. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, do not forget about the spot Bitcoin ETFs, guys. We have BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale all down. Now, getting over into a little crypto news. We have FTX bankruptcy estate aiming to begin repaying creditors by the end of 2024. And by that time, it'll be 2 years of the anniversary of the collapse. But every time we turn around, billions and billions of dollars are showing up. And that's how we know it was nothing but a distraction in order to collapse these small banks. And crypto, again, will be used as the excuse in order to take down the rest of the small and medium-sized banks. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, we have Telegram enables Toncoin payments for in-platform ad purchases. And whoever makes this technology seamless, of course, is the winner. In the future, you're going to be watching a movie or a television show and just click and purchase whatever you saw in the ad. And it'll be delivered within minutes or hours or maybe 24 hours by a drone. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have liquid restaking platform jump to near $8 billion in total lock value. And lastly, we have Thailand's biggest crypto exchange hiring advisors for 2025 IPO. And we know when it comes to Bitcoin and crypto, the emerging markets are leading, not just in the technology, but also in the educational piece. And that is the biggest issue. And the emerging markets, their masses are already financially educated and conscious. In America, we live an illusion. But in 2025, that begins to crumble. And those who don't begin to bring themselves to reality will get left behind. They're not flooding immigrants inside the United States for any reason. Immigrants are just going to be happy for the opportunity. And remember, guys, the NWO is rebuilding. If you're a part of my Patrons, make sure you watch the immigrant videos. Because Biden clearly stated the makeup of the United States is going to change. And if you're rebuilding, that means change. Most people don't like to change. That's the reason why you bring in a whole new population that'll be grateful for whatever they receive. And of course, guys, they're going to be getting free money, affordable housing. But unfortunately, they'll be told what, when, and how to buy, and they have 3 to 6 months to spend it or poof, it's gone. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know, I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.